I'm Paul Inman, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Dean of a Faculty at Brookes University. How you get to places is always fascinating. I mean, I'm now working in the British universities as a senior manager, but that wasn't a big plan to be there. And I've done sort of work in three sectors really. I started off as a political campaigner and lobbyist, and then went on to work in television as a television producer and film director. And then moved into the university sector probably about 22 years ago now, and I've worked in senior management really through most of that time. My senior management responsibilities are myriad, but I oversee international student recruitment, but I also take control of a particular panel, a project panel, which oversees the delivery of the Clerisy building, where the Brookes Business School will move to. So that involves lots of things, but essentially I wanted to see the project delivered on time and on budget. Working in a university, in academia, I think it's a really privileged place to be. There are, in lots of ways, few places where you're, I'm going to say, paid to think. That working class bit of me always comes through about being paid to do something. It's not a hobby, and the idea of being able to think and write and publish about all kinds of things is something that society should always safeguard. I've never really understood the question about work-life balance. I am the son of a workaholic, and although in life I've tried not to be like that, ultimately I enjoy work and I don't separate it off. My wife also enjoys work. My kids enjoy doing other things. So for me, it's not a struggle to balance that. Obviously, that makes it sound easy. There are lots of conflicting things that come about, but it's that 21st century living. I'm a very optimistic person, full of life, as they say, solution-focused, etc., etc. To suddenly get a diagnosis of throat cancer at the end of 2013, it sort of completely threw me. I hadn't expected it. I saw a lump in my throat, back of my throat, while cleaning my teeth, and very quickly, before I knew it, I'm in for surgery to remove a tumour, and that was only the start of it. I had sort of 6 months of radiotherapy and chemotherapy. When you're really ill, what you want your employer to say is what my Vice Chancellor said at the time, which is, don't worry, the job's here, you get well, and then we'll think about how you come about coming back. And to be truthful, in the middle of it, you're not thinking about work at all. But those words of encouragement, that's a sign of a really good employer. Notions of the future, if you've gone through something as traumatic as cancer, are kind of it's an interesting question, because you tend to live in the present much more. But actually, more recently, I've been reflecting about what happens next, obviously. I'm in my late 50s. I could continue to work in universities, very happy working here. I could go to work at another university, could lead an institution. There's all sorts of opportunities open. But I think the thing I always have to hold on to is that this is only one aspect of me. I need to think and reflect, well, what do you want to do next, Paul? And that question just hangs in the air. And at some stage I'll answer it.